Welcome to the VIP MasterClass Series. I'm Josh Wright, and today's episode is a double feature dedicated to Raphael, a new member, and Taylor, a veteran member. I'm having to do a lot of these double features now, which is so exciting because we're getting so many people in the group that and so many requests that I don't want it to be like 8 or 9 weeks before we get to these tutorials. I like to try to stay on top of these as much as possible, and both of these can easily be answered in about 15 minutes each. So Raphael, he said he's from France, but moved to the US this last year, and he says, first of all, thank you very much for your masterclass video dedicated to the beautiful Liszt Constellation No.3. I'm learning it by myself, and your video lesson really unblocked me. So I'm guessing maybe we did do a lesson. I think we did for Brian back a while ago, a piece on this, and then also the pro practice video on it. I'm close to the end of the piece, but I would like to play it perfectly, and I think we all would. There are still some parts where I have difficulties, especially with the speed. Here are 2 examples to illustrate. I've been working on that bar 25 for months, and I can play it okay, but not perfect when I have to play it fast. I feel like my right hand is a bit blocked between the black keys. I feel like I reached a limit, and I don't really know what else to do to improve the speed and play it perfectly. Which is, let's see, this part. Okay. He then goes on to say, I also have some difficulties on the left hand in bars 37 to 40. I can play accurately with the correct speed, but not all the time. And my big problem is that I start to feel some pain in my hands pretty fast with the practice. I have to rest 10 to 20 minutes before practicing again. And he had asked me in a follow-up email, is that normal? And it's not normal to feel pain. Maybe a little muscle fatigue here or there, but not particularly for this passage. He's referring to this passage. Let's see here. I haven't played this for about a year, so I don't want to botch this without the music. And he went on to talk about 42 to 44 was another place that he said he was having trouble, or 44 to 46, which is coming up right here. And so forth. So the thing that I want to address today is ways that we can get looser, and both with the chordal section and also with that left hand, how to get that accurate and pain-free. The other request comes from Taylor, and he asked all about tremolos, not just octave tremolos. He says he's doing fine with those, but tremolos that are a little different, like Liszt Transcendental Etude 12. I was reading through it before this. I've never played it. Or in Ondine, which I've played for like half my life. How can we get those totally in the background and really colorful and soft? So we're going to be addressing those questions today. All right, let's get started. The first thing that I would do with this list is be patient. I'll be posting on YouTube either before or after this video. It should be within a few days. A tutorial on the cadenza of Opus 9 No. 2, Chopin Nocturne. And this little part. And I talk a lot about patience in that, and a couple suggestions that you can do for tricky little passages. So I think it kind of applies to both questions today with tremolos and this, but let's go specifically into this. The first thing that I would do is I would just figure out a good fingering. So I like 4 2 3 1 5 2 3 1 4 2 3 1 4 2 3 1 5 2 3 1. So anytime I have a third, I'll do 4 2 to 3 1, and then anytime I have a fourth, I'll do 5 2 3 1. And Raphael, I think it was in a follow-up email, he's like, my hand seems to get stuck in the black keys and like bump into the other black keys. So how do you avoid that? So what I would first do is I would just practice extreme amounts of motion for this. Notice I'm doing 2-note slurs. And so forth. And then I'm doing 6-note slurs. You could do 4-note plus 2-note slurs at the top. 4, new position, 4, new position. So you're basically just lifting each time you need to shift your hand. You might think, well, that's going to exacerbate my problem completely. And in a way, it very well could. But if you do these next steps, then I want you to do the exact opposite. But with that rhythm, I want you to land softly. What most people do is, I want you to...
Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to view the rest of this video and have instant access to the entire library of VIP MasterClass Series videos, just click on the link in the description below. Have a great week. Good luck in your practice sessions.